The best part is, getting to kind of look back on my youth and, reading comic books and going, hey, this would be fun, and now doing it.
Saskatoon-born comic book artist Scott Kowalchuk returned home to a giant reception at Unreal City. It was an evening that celebrated both his recent and upcoming success within the nearly impossible to break into comic book industry. It was recently announced that Image Comics has picked up the series Rat Bastards, which was illustrated by Kowalchuk and written by another Saskatoon man, Kurtis Weibe. The two met just over a year ago at Kowalchuk's graduation portfolio show, and they connected instantly on a creative level, and seeds for what would become Rat Bastards were planted.
We kind of had a good conversation. He had a style that I really liked, and so after, it was a couple months, I'd had this idea rolling around in my head and for the Rat Bastards, and I pitched it to him, and he seemed on board, so that's kind of where we started talking a lot more and getting this show on the road.
The next step was getting Rat Bastards noticed, which is the same giant hurdle thousands of unknown writers and illustrators face on a daily basis. But to coin the cliche, the duo worked smarter, not harder, and booked flights to Seattle for the Emerald City Comic Con.
I just emailed it to different companies, and you're kind of thrown into a slush pile, and it's very difficult to get any notice. So Scott and I talked about, after a few months, that we were going to hit the Emerald City Comic Con, which I'd heard is not too big, where, it's just crazy lineups, but there's a lot of really good editors there. So we hit that circuit, and we just passed the book around, and we got a lot of interest. We obviously got a few rejections, people saying it wasn't quite a right fit for them, but we made some good networking connections as well. And then, we kind of thought it was done. Nobody seemed really that interested. And then a week later, Image got a hold of us, and they said they wanted to give it a go, which was just crazy.
And just like that, the door was opened, and things will now come full circle as Kowalchuk and Weibe are set to return to the Emerald City Comic Con in 2011. Yes, the same Comic Con they pitched Rat Bastards to in 2010. But this time, they're sitting on the other side of the Image table with all the other writers and artists currently under the Image banner. And in an industry where your career lives and dies by your networking abilities, the Comic-Con after-parties present some of the most important opportunities for career advancement. As if Kowalchuk wasn't riding into 2011 with enough momentum, Oni Comics, owners of the now household name Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, has snatched him up to illustrate one of their new series, Downset Fight. To say things are happening fast for this local kid, well, that's kind of an understatement.
I'm hoping this is the beginning. Hopefully this isn't the end. So I'm hoping, next year, similar do, a little bit bigger, maybe people actually know my name.
For Shaw TV, I'm Kurtis Anderson.